Hello and welcome back to Across the Gulf Coast. Well, as you can tell, we've changed studios. We're now in Fort Walton Beach at our Uptown Station studio to talk with children in crisis. We're going to learn a little bit about their organization and a couple of events they have coming up next month. And joining me now to talk about that are Ken Hare and Dr. Judy Manning. Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Good to see you.
Absolutely. Great to see you guys
Thanks for the
again.
opportunity and all Cox does for the community.
Absolutely. Hey, we're happy to do it. And you guys are a great community partner, and we're happy to have y'all on again and hear about some of the exciting things that y'all have coming up.
I wanted to tell you, this is 15 years for us.
15 years. That's hard to believe.
Since incorporation, we built our first house in 2008, so it's 10 years for that.
Wow.
And since that time, we've given a home to 850 children.
That's fantastic.
Kept all the siblings together, and
tell us a little bit.
Children adopted to forever homes. But Children in Crisis is a neighborhood of foster homes with an emergency shelter and a teen transition home for those children that age out at 18 but haven't finished high school. So to keep them from becoming homeless, we give them a home as well. And you know, the community sees me out marketing quite a bit and doing different things and fundraising, but so I thought I'd bring Judy Manning today, Dr. Judy Manning, to tell us about the kids part, because she's the director of operations for the neighborhood.
Okay.
Judy.
Yeah, Judy.
Well, I believe I'd be called in the trenches. Those 853 as of today, children that have been with us have stayed with us almost 105,000 days and nights of care.
Wow.
So I have the privilege and honor of watching the kids come in broken and afraid and oftentimes angry and worried about what's going to happen to their family, and we get to be there in their deepest need and help them look at what they can hope for and what they can work towards. About half of our kids are going to go back and be reunited with family. The other half are eventually going to go up for adoption. And as Ken said, we've had the joy of being part of those adoptions.
Sure.
So we have a lot of staff who've adopted. We've had community people who've adopted. You don't want to drink the water if you don't want to adopt. But that's our joy, is watching these kids truly grow emotionally, spiritually, educationally. Most of our kids are 2 years behind when they come to us in school. And, you know, that growth has been thwarted by neglect. I mean, we still have abject poverty right here in our area. They don't get enough to eat. So, you know, it's kind of cool when we get kids in and they figure out they have a bed to sleep in. We've had children who don't know how to run a bath because they've never had running water in their home.
It is amazing what some of the kids in our community deal with and have to live with. And and Ken, actually, he mentioned at the very beginning, a lot of times the siblings stay together.
Yes.
Is that a goal that you guys have to keep them together? How does that help the process?
Because if you've already been taken from the only home and the only parents you know, all you have left is your siblings. And whether we like it or not as children, our siblings are our siblings for life. So you got to figure out how to pull together even during times of sorrow in the family. And we're able to do that. We're able to help them see themselves still as a family within our CIC family so that they can work together.
Yeah. If somebody wants to get involved, if they want to foster or you know, if they want to just donate, volunteer, anything like that, how can they be a part of Children in Crisis?
Call us, 8644-242. It's simple. You call us, you tell us how you want to help, and I assure you we can find a way for you to meet a need.
You know, that's one of our strongest assets, too, is our volunteer database.
Absolutely.
We have over 500 volunteers and fundraisers and helping hands with the children and tutoring and you name it, even cutting grass on the Saturday morning.
Yeah.
So the partnership we have with the community is not only financially, but also blood, sweat, and tears as well.
Absolutely, and you know, guys are a nonprofit organization, so the volunteers definitely help, but you also have to have events to raise funding, because all of this does, of course, require money and funding to be able to support these children in their greatest time of need, as you said. So Ken, tell me a little bit about, you have two events coming up next month in October. Tell us about them.
Our Sugar Sands Golf Classic is October 8th. It's actually Columbus Day on a Monday. We have a little registration party at Tommy Bahama's on Sunday night prior to, and then kick off the next day and Monday at Kelly Plantation with a lunch that we provide at 11:30, and then tee off shotgun at 1 o'clock. And it's one of the premier golf tournaments in the area. It's just wonderful to participate, and then the capstone of that is on Monday evening. We're going to all go to Tuscany's Italian Bistro to have dinner, a full course
Oh,
Italian dinner.
nice.
Yes, so we're
Very
all
nice.
excited at it.
Yeah,
And it's always a fun event.
sure.
So again, just call us at 864-4242
Okay.
and we'll sign you up.
And then you have another event, an actual, like an annual banquet,
Yes,
correct, in Pensacola?
benefit. We call it Benefit for Children in
yes.
Crisis. It's in Pensacola, by the way. So, and it's very important because we take children from all four
Thank you for
counties, the
mentioning that, right,
Panhandle.
yeah.
So we do things, most of our things over on this Okaloosa and Walton and even Santa Rosa area, it's harder for us to get over to Pensacola area. But June Link, one of our board members, takes that on every year. And she's established this as an annual event. It's the 5th annual, and it's October 25th. And it's going to be over at the Sanders Beach Community Center in Pensacola. Tickets are pretty cheap, too. They're only like $45 a person.
Okay, it goes
And,
to a great cause, obviously.
Yeah, everything goes to Children in Crisis to help us feed and clothe and care for the children. And we'll have a nice auction, silent auction there
Okay.
as well.
So definitely encourage anybody to go to childreninCrisisFL.org for more information. The website will be on the screen. But thank you both so much for coming, and thank you for everything you do for the
Thank
community. It's
you.
hard to believe 15 years.
Already.
You guys have been around already, I know.
Yeah, I've been there for 13 years, so I've seen it
Wow.
all
You've seen it
develop.
grow and
Yes.
develop, yeah. But thank y'all for
Thank
what you
you.
do. We really appreciate it. And thank you for tuning in this month. Tune in next month as we take another look across the Gulf Coast.